Rock the Rockfest, rock the Rockfest. I'm here with my friends from Theory of a Deadman. We're in WDHA's Box of Rock as we prepare. We're doing the prep for Rock the Rockfest. And of course, you guys have a new record out. First of all, like, where do I start? All right, I want to start with Say Nothing basically says a lot more than nothing.
That's true.
And I don't think there would be a Say Nothing if there was not a wake-up call.
That is also true.
You guys took some big chances, some big risks, said this was the scariest record that you guys have made so far. So talk to me a little bit about that, Ty.
It was scary in a lot of ways. For me, it was more lyrically, I think. I talked about some things that no one really talks about. Domestic abuse, racism, politics in America, which is a very scary thing to talk about.
Touchy subject.
Yeah, very touchy. People have these knee-jerk reactions to everything now. Everybody's overly sensitive, and so we almost had to be strategic with how we had this record. But it was really scary to kind of put it out there. There was a lot of stuff out there.
Now, on the last record, you guys said, you know what, we're going to take a little bit of a chance. We're going to put, dare I say it, I mean, I've always thought of you guys, and we talked about this on the last record, as the party band. Put a little bit of the, I'm going to say it, a little bit of the tits and ass behind.
Yes.
And went a little bit deeper. You thought it was important to kind of do a little bit of a reinvention for the band.
We grew up.
You grew up a little bit. That is a tough step to make forward as a band. A lot of people know they have to do it. They don't want to do it. So what inspired you guys to say, you know what, we're just doing it. Screw it. We're going to throw it against the wall and see what happens.
Well, like you said, with Wake Up Call is kind of where a lot of these chances started being taken. But it opened so many doors, and I thought people's reactions were really positive. And I mean, there was the people that were like, what happened to the big guitar riffs and this and that? But I think for us, for those people, I don't think we could have made a record that would make them happy anyway. We made Savages, and I don't think our fan base accepted it like we were kind of expecting. In fact, the most sort of accepted song was Angel, which was the mellowest track on there, and I kind of felt like that was almost the wake-up call for me. I kind of was like, our fans, they don't want heavy music from us. These are the songs that they gravitate towards. These are the songs that they relate to, and so I think it's just kind of been these doors opening and leading us this way, and I think we take ourselves out of our comfort zone musically, but in this weird way now I feel more comfortable where we are than I've ever felt, and it took feeling like we were pushing ourselves to a place that was unnatural to kind of find that.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking maybe Tyler kind of led the charge a little bit as a lyricist for that. So was that scary for you guys being a part of the band to be like, oh man, we're taking a whole new direction? So what was that like for you guys as band members?
It was scary. Of course, it's always scary when you're doing something. You're changing. Everybody fears change. But when Tyler came to us and said, "This is what I think I want to write about, and this is what we want to do," we all four of us were completely on board, 100%, and we knew that what he had in mind was exactly what we needed to do. And there was moments in the studio where I would lose sleep over the change, but we'd all talk about it, and we'd come to an agreement that easily we're making the right decision, and
we're making the best music.
And the maturity's change, like everything's changing.
She has enough and kind of, ends him and ends up going to jail, but kind of the story is about how she is freer in jail because she's free from this monster.
And a powerful video, by the way. If you guys haven't Googled the video and checked it out, please do, because it's a super powerful video. Yeah. So what made you guys decide to tackle that issue?
I'm not sure. I think just there a lot of the stuff on the record comes from probably watching the news. We all are stuck watching news every day because something crazy is going to happen. And we're so desensitized now because the craziest thing is now not so crazy anymore.
And the 24-hour news cycle it never stops. We've all, we're all addicted to some degree.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think it was just something I might have caught and said, I want to write about that. But a lot of it kind of happens later on, like it's a little unconscious.
Yeah. Autobiographical, I think a song from the record that is really powerful too is World Keeps Spinning. Now,
Yeah.
Is that a little something
Oh,
taken
yeah.
from you? I mean, I guess as songwriters, there's something taken from personal experience all the time, but
Yeah.
you said that this seemed to be something that was a little more personal than just songwriting.
It's very easy to write about yourself. It's hard to write a story about somebody else and go, well, where can they go from here? It's very easy to say, well, here's how I feel today, and you just write it down. So I think it'd be a very relatable song. World Keeps Spinning is about depression and anxiety, especially with kids these days. I hear all these stories about kids have way more anxiety now than ever before. I think with social media and stuff like that and cyberbullying. So I think you're going to see a ton of people that relate to this one.
And talking about powerful videos, we just saw the final cut of the video.
Oh, yeah.
And same director, Sam, was it
Salam.
Salam.
Yeah.
And he is just so amazing at getting the points across. You'll think this is a powerful video too.
And by the way, the Wake Up Call producer is the producer on this record also. Do you feel that he's been great in sort of this trajectory into the future of Theory? And you guys have, there's kind of two sides of the band, because there's like Theory and there's Theory of a Deadman now. There's like
That's
the
right.
The two sides of Theory.
Yeah, we're always going to be Theory of a Deadman.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I ran into some fans the other day, and he was like, so this new sound, and I just had to reassure him. I said, look, listen, when we play live, like we're going to play, almost everything will be off the old records.
And a new sound. It's really not a new sound.
No, it's still
I
me
just
singing.
think some of the songwriting is just grown and taken on sort of new legs, if you will.
Right.
Because it still sounds like Theory of a Deadman. Everybody's Theory of a Deadman, the band that we love. But the songs are just more sort of storytelling, I think, from you guys. A great song, people get lost in a great song. You sort of get lost in that song.
Yeah.
It's storytelling. You can be a singer and then you can deliver a song, via story. And I think that you guys have sort of moved into that kind of time in your career, which every band wants to do that.
Yeah, like Dave said, it's maturity. We've been doing it like 7th record, so we've been doing this a long time. So we're not trying to repeat ourselves. And we have the ability to not have to do that, which is great, because some bands can't. And they're great at it. Some bands are great at doing what they do. And I think for us, we've always kind of found that we've had the ability to move around a bit.
I felt that the last time that you guys came out to WDHA, I could feel within the band that there was sort of like this, like where you felt like the jacket was almost too tight. You guys were sort of like, you looked at the picture on the wall that we had of you guys from the first record. You guys remember me from that first record because we have a lot of history together, right?
Yeah, and you actually look exactly the same, by the way.
Thank you. So sweet. Yeah, I'll give.
He hasn't. I don't know
I'll give
what's
you
in the water
I'm giving
over
you
there.
$1 when we're done. But I could feel that you guys were kind of like, take my coat off, damn it. We want to grow as a band.
Oh yeah, even like when we used to do photo shoots, they would put us in like these like monkey suits or something, and we were just like,
stash.
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a porno stash back in the day.
Even the clothes they
Remember the
gave us
porn
were like-
stash?
Bring it back. Don't bring that up.
No, he's not gonna. He's not bringing that back.
He won't bring
I don't know what a porn stash is. I don't watch porn.
But you
So-
you seem to be like where you guys are,
Yeah, no, I understand. It's totally true. When you kind of find yourselves a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do this a long time, and you kind of find yourselves. Now we feel like now we do photo shoots, and they throw these clothes on us, and it's just like something we would wear. We're like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, cool. And then we do the photo shoot, and we're just like, look over here, and we're like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, you guys like. I remember our first photo shoot. We came to the record label and went through them, and every photo, someone had their eyes closed.
Oh, that's
It was
funny.
Actually,
That's
just
funny.
trying to
That's
find
funny.
a photo where all of our eyes were open. Because we just didn't, and it just feels like that musically as well. Like when we were starting, we were just like, kind of had our eyes closed. You like that?
There ain't nothing creative about doing the same thing over and over and over. We are so excited. When I saw you guys come up on the roster of bands that were potentially available for WDHA's Rock the Rockfest at the Prudential Center on April 24th, I was like, Theory, we got to get Theory, we got to get Theory. I want Theory, I want Theory. I have such a long, rich history with you guys. You
Yeah.
guys are like family to the station. First thing, of course, that Dave asks me is, when are we going back to an animal shelter to do something with the shelter
That's right.
animals? You were the MVP because he went in with his guitar for like the animals that have been
That very
traumatized.
timid dog. I
That's
was
right.
determined to win that dog over. It took a lot of time and patience.
You did it though.
I won that dog over.
Be still. And the people at the shelter are like, we've never seen him like go up to like a stranger and stuff. So you guys have been such MVPs for me. So I'm so excited that you guys are going to be doing our show at the Prudential Center in Newark. Tickets, by the way, are still available. Get them fast though. They're going quickly. You guys are also doing our VIP. Did you know that? You guys are going to be in our VIP section.
Sounds good.
There's not much we wouldn't do for you guys. So
Oh, thank you guys so much.
that doesn't surprise me.
Nice little VIP section. If you didn't get your VIP tickets, I'm hoping they're still available. There were just a couple of stragglers left, but these guys are going to be doing an acoustic tune or two, mingling with the VIPs and VIP on April 24th. It is going to be an all-out party. Congratulations on a killer new record. I love you guys. You guys are like my rock and roll brothers, and it's so
Thank you.
nice to just sit down and see you guys, after how many couple years that we haven't sat down.
You're like our rock and roll younger sister.
I like younger sister. He's charmer.
$1.
Charmer, another dollar. He's ranking 10 by the time we're done. We'll see you guys at Rock the Rockfest, April 24th, Prudential Center in Newark. Tickets via Ticketmaster.com, WDHAFM.com for full details. And Theory of a Deadman will be on the bill with us. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.